time it is. Welcome to the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. It's everybody's favorite show. Time for you and me to go to the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. It's hot as fuck here in Seattle. That's why I don't want to battle on the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. Can you imagine being here from a place that's not from here on the Jake Show? Welcome to the Jake Show. It's everybody's favorite show. It's time for you and me to go to the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. I just sent the boys, welcome to the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. We make America Groot again. And that's kind of not all that funny anymore. But it's laundry day. I'm out of shirts on the Jake Show. I can't imagine not doing laundry. I don't know. Nothing rhymes with laundry. Laundry, bondry, tawdry. Tawdry? Tawdry laundry? Yeah, you could do that. Look to the Jake Show. Welcome to the Jake Show. Wow. Welcome to the Jake Show. It's hot as fuck here in Seattle. That's why I don't want to battle on the Jake Show. Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to the Jake Show. Robin's here finally. Now I don't now I can get up and go pee on the Jake Show.
Sorry.
No, I already went pee. I went pee before 7:30.
I started before 7:30.
Well, hey, when in Rome.
I was like, fuck.
Well,
But I hadn't set my shit up yet.
at least you
So,
beat Dave,
right?
which is like if Dave gets here before you, I don't know. I feel like you need to serve some sort of punishment.
Right. Yeah.
Like same goes for
Dave
me. If Dave gets here before me, I feel like I deserve some sort of punishment.
makes sense.
Early or not, if Dave's on at 6:45, I mean, message received.
That would be hilarious.
It's like where you guys been? I've been waiting since 6:45. Like why?
Dave will never wait. He will never do that.
I know. That's why I'm very confident in saying neither one of us will ever have to serve a punishment.
Like, I would bet literally anything. You pick whatever it is the bet is. That Dave will never be on more than 5 minutes early. Because there has been like one or two
Where
times.
he's popped on, yeah, like 6:25,
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting here
And you're
picking
like,
my nose
right.
or playing some fucking game,
Yeah.
which I do find funny. Like you guys will log on and there's just a screen of the fucking Titanic sinking. That
Yeah,
game,
I saw you got on early and I was like, I could get on or I could go. I went to outside to see if I wanted to set it up outside and it's windy.
uh,
If it hadn't been windy, it was like the perfect temperature.
everyone knows it's windy.
Exactly.
Oh, Jen just saw something funny on TikTok. I could hear her laugh from the shower.
She's watching TikTok in the shower.
Yeah,
I didn't know that other people did that.
yeah, I do it. I mean, I do it.
Yeah. I'm
The
like, I
phone's
got
on.
the phone sitting up on the
Yeah,
thing, and
just.
I'm like, swipe.
I mean, for the most part, it's just short form informational videos.
Yeah.
Like I skip anything that's not gonna happen within the minute, right? Like,
Yeah.
and oftentimes it's when I'm able to catch up on all the shit you sent me between like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. I have a very specific
Sometimes that is a lot.
I have a very specific rhythm with which I go through TikTok. I start with
Yeah.
Jen first because there's usually like four, so I'll watch those. and then I'll watch whatever you sent me, which is usually somewhere like 29. Like today, well, that includes reactions, which causes me to watch 10 seconds of a video to see what you thought was funny.
I do the same thing.
I'm like, oh, you like that one? Cool. Uh, so yeah, so I go through 29 different reactions and videos, and then I start my morning TikTok, and then I'll TikTok in the shower, then I'll go to work, and I'll get all my shit in order, and somewhere between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. I start work TikTok. And depending on how compelling work TikTok is, I may continue that through the rest of the workday. In which case, I won't do much TikTok once I get home. So, but if I don't, like today, I did not do much work TikTok. I was watching a movie, and so the potential of me being on TikTok later is higher.
Yeah.
There's a whole rhythm to this thing that I didn't realize until I started talking about it. I left my Sprite over there.
Mine is generally I open TikTok. Oh, you're going to do something.
I can hear.
Well,
I saw my headphones.
anyway, I open TikTok and I start just going through the for you page, and then I send them some things until I realize there's notifications at the bottom. And then I'm like, "Oh, I should see what these are."
Right.
Or if I go through like 3 or 4 shitty TikToks, I'm like, "All right,
Yeah.
let's see what somebody else sent me cuz this is not good."
Yeah. Like
Um
the algorithm is bad right now.
One of the funniest things that I've noticed though is that Grayson sends me TikToks a lot, and the ones that I send you that I thought were okay from Grayson, you almost always react.
Yeah.
Like 80% of the time. And I find it funny because like Grayson thought it was good enough to send me. And I'm like, it's weird. Grayson has sort of a similar but more teenage like of the same things you like.
Like the absurdist style of comedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like non sequitur comedy. Yeah, that sort of thing. So,
Mhm.
like I've always said when we talk about comedy, I if I can see the punchline coming, I probably won't laugh at the joke. Which is why like Tim Robinson, like I'm gonna start watching. I think you should leave because I found I really enjoy him as a comedian. Same thing with Nathan Fielder. He's weird and offbeat, and you
Yeah.
don't know exactly what he's going to say. You can't really predict it.
It's like a syncopated rhythm. It's like you don't know where the beat is actually going to come.
Right. So my hot dog maker
Yeah.
was cracked, so I had to we returned it, and now I have a yellow one.
Oh, okay.
So I got the yellow Oscar Mayer hot dog maker, and this thing is legit actually.
The mustard edition.
The mustard edition. Yeah, like I put it on there, and like I was super skeptical because I'm skeptical of all things purchased off the TikTok shop.
Right.
And so like I put the hot dogs on it, I turn it on. In like 10 minutes, you got roller dogs.
Nice.
What is going on with my shit? Is my
I don't know.
I think I got something jostling over here. There we go.
There've been some good footy matches today.
I missed them as I mentioned. I was watching. Ah, damn it! All right, hang on. I'm gonna jump out of the chat and jump back in.
Not actual football.
Right. What in the blue hell? That's what the pre-show is for.
Okay. The Mexico team is not bad.
You want to go back outside?
Do not let her go outside. She just came back inside.
You're the worst.
She's a liar. There we go.
Lying liar.
Everything she says is a lie.
I think it messed up your mic.
Did it? All right, hang on.
It sounds weird.
Input options, microphone. Check, check. 1, 2. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I noticed it. It switched over to the tower mic, which is always awful.
Yep. That makes sense.
Like, why do they have the world's worst microphone and speaker installed in towers of computers?
Don't know. Probably because they expect most people to put better shit on, and they're like, "Well, in case of an emergency, it's like the spare tire that's the donut. Like
Right.
it's not meant to be used. It's just there.
You don't actually use the donut,
No,
at least as
you
little as
use it to
possible.
get you to some place where you can get your tire fixed.
Dude, I see it all the time. Like, you'll just see cars with the fucking donut on, and you're like, that thing's been on for a month and a half.
Yeah, it's
And
meant to go 45 miles at most.
at 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I remember when I had the Mazda and I blew a tire and I had to put the donut on it. I took Old 99 up to Corvallis because I knew I could go 45 miles an hour. There would be very little traffic, and anyone who
Yeah,
came up, it was nighttime, so I would see them coming from a good distance, and I'd be able to hit my emergency flashers.
yeah,
And nothing bad happened to my alignment. Weird.
yeah.
I went from like Eugene, no, it was like Junction City to Corvallis on a donut at 45 miles an hour, which is a
Yeah, it's
painful
not
drive.
right. Ugh,
Especially at night.
yeah,
Like,
because it's just fields to the sides,
just
so then there's no
black.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
into the darkness you go.
I've never been so happy to see Southtown in my life.
Nobody has been happy to see Southtown.
They're like, oh my
They're like,
god.
what is this?
Every time I drove, I came in from the south to go to Corvallis. I'd drive by Sulphur Springs, and I would just have a core memory. Just like, oh man, I remember that. I remember when we filmed this video, or
Uh,
I remember when I threw Robin a gun so he could shoot a rat.
fucking rats, man. God, we had so many of those. I remember going into the garage and seeing like 12 of them like
Yeah,
scattering. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
dude, my dad told me one time about he had a whole pack of he had a whole pack of rats that had moved into um, like his shop, and he was
Yeah.
getting stuff out, and he picks up a box, and the bottom falls out, and it's just nothing but rats, and he's like, and I was wearing my Danner boots, so I started stomping. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I couldn't imagine like the bottom of the box falling out and it being just rats.
Mice. We had
Mice don't bother
this.
me.
Well, we had this big dog house. And in my head, I was a kid. I remember being able to go into it. It was big enough that it used to be like a kid's playhouse, but we had a Saint Bernard, and it was a perfect size house for the dog. And it was uh, just thinking back, it was probably 6 by 6 by 6, so
Okay,
like a box, but with a house style roof. And my
windows.
dad lifted it up for some reason, and it was just the bottom was just mice,
Wow,
probably hundreds,
that's
and
crazy.
they just scattered. And I was like, "What the fuck?" I mean, in my head, because I
Right.
was a kid, I didn't cuss, but yeah, it was crazy.
Is,
Shit tons of mice.
when we first moved into the house on Hayden Bridge, a house where my grandparents live now, like that place was a 1903 barn house, so like everything was just shitty. And you'd
Yeah.
open cabinets and there'd be mice. So we had mouse traps all around the house. I remember one night, I'm like 13, so I'm like interested in the whole concept of like how would a mouse, like why would a mouse try to eat this cheese all of a sudden? and then how does like I was interested in how the trap worked, and
Yeah.
so like I go to check the mouse trap to see if it's sprung, and there's a mouse like walking towards the trap, and it looks up at me and it fucking books it. And I'm like, dang it, we didn't get the mouse. So I close the door and I go to sit down and I hear snap.
uh,
I was like, you cocky. And like again in my head, I'm like, you cocky little son of a bitch.
right. It's like, oh, he's gone. I'm getting that
Getting that
cheese.
cheese. Ah, shit. We elevated to peanut butter
Yeah, that's what we always used.
because they can't like get the peanut butter off of the hook.
Right.
Yeah.
We use we have those the they're big and they shock the mouse or rat when they get to the peanut butter at the end.
Oh, geez.
So, well, I think I told you about when we had like I counted like 37 of them.
Yeah, that's probably actually
Rats.
more humane than a right.
Yeah, well, my dad, that's how many he killed was 37. 37 rats in one day, not at night, in the daytime, because there was a hole in the wall and he put the traps up. There were two holes and he put the two traps on them.
Yeah.
And just every time it go, zzz, he'd
My
go over there, go out and dump it in the dumpster, go back in, reset it.
my dad's friend Baltimore Red told us a story from when he was in Baltimore. Um, he would go to the butcher and just get a whole bag full of turkey necks, and he had like a long like deep sea fishing rod and reel,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd put the turkey neck on the end of one of those giant treble hooks, and just drop it down into the alley, and when he felt a rat bite onto it, he'd reel it up into the window and he'd shoot the rat with a 22 pistol.
Oh my God.
He called it rat fishing.
That's funny.
Where is it? There it is.
Ding.
Dang
Yeah,
fishing. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I'd have a whole bunch of turkey necks. There'd just be a pile of rats.
that's crazy. And we have so probably 10 to 15 years ago, one of our neighbors moved in with one of those big storage the shipping containers.
Yeah.
And when that came, that's when the rats showed up. And so this last year, we've still had them, just not very often. Again, TikTok shop. I'd seen that they had peppermint is like a deterrent, and
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
bought like a
spiders
peppermint
too.
spray. I'd bought a peppermint spray and used that, but they have these peppermint like tablets. They're big, probably like silver dollar size and about half an inch thick.
Yeah.
So I bought them off Amazon and put those where the rats had been going, and I haven't heard a single rat since then.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I had rats in my shed. I don't know how they got in there, but
Rats in my shed.
well, there's rat shit all over, and so I tossed a couple of those in there, and then sometime this summer I'm gonna get in there and empty out the shed and just kind of throw shit out. I keep finding all sorts of old stuff. I'm like, oh shit, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I didn't know I had this.
We when I was working at the shop, the fucking cabinet shop, we had rats in that warehouse, which is absurd because it's the world's tiniest warehouse. And so I told the boss, I'm like, hey, we've got rats. Like I need some sort of abatement here. I need someone to come and do some anti-rat shit. And they're like, okay, we got you. They send me fucking glue traps that are smaller than my shoe. And I'm like, great. So if this thing gets on the glue trap, it's just going to be annoyed and pissed because it's as big as a glue trap. So, like, and then I'm going to have to deal with it. Like, so we got rats in the warehouse.
That's stupid.
That was
U.S. plays tomorrow night at 7. If
Chevin.
you're interested in footy.
I am interested to see how what that outcome is. I'm pretty confident in a win. But depending on how we finish against Turkey, we'll figure our spot in the knockout round. So
Right. Um, and honestly, we're already into the next round.
right, like the smart play is to rest the guys who have yellow cards.
Yes. Oh,
Uh,
Mexico just scored again.
yeah, dude,
No.
I was getting back from lunch, walking into my office, and right next to my office is a U.S. Foods, like a chef superstore or whatever it's called. And there's a couple
Mhm.
Mexican dudes like loading up their truck with supplies, and one of them's got a Mexico soccer jersey on, and I just go, "Hey, viva la raza!" And the guy's like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, si carnal." So it was a moment of international unity in South Downtown.
Right.
I have had a lot of fun. Like, well, I've really only talked to Australians. The Belgians are very standoffish. Um,
Yeah.
and outside of that, like we really haven't seen a lot of other countries. But the Aussies, when there were so many of them here, um,
Yeah.
there were a lot here in Seattle, and they were super cool. Talked to a few of them. We'll talk a little bit more during the show, or did we talk about it last week?
I don't remember. I don't.
I don't think
Oh,
we
here,
did
I'll
because yeah.
look at the notes.
Well, look at
I
the
just
notes.
put them away. Tinnitus and bursitis, UFC 250, Claire Obscure, Clear, yeah, and games, Austin Powers, Hot Ones, Savannah Bananas. We didn't talk about the World Cup, but we had it written down as a possible topic.
Well, you can talk about it now because we're running that shit, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Hey, nobody look, but America has a chance to win this thing."
Like, we're probably the eighth best team if you were to just look at them, but when you add in that it's a home
It's a home
game,
environment, and on top of that, like we don't have to play all seven teams above us to make it to the final.
hey,
Like they're gonna have to play each other at some point too, and
you gotta win like what, 3 games?
uh,
8.
it's around the 32 now because they added teams.
Like once, 'cause I think we'll make it to the final 8
Yeah,
at least.
well, it really depends on the draw. If we end up with like
It really
Spain
does.
in the second round, like we might be boned.
Yeah, I saw Portugal might be our second round draw.
I don't maybe I don't really respect Portugal. I don't think I think
Right?
Portugal's a fake superpower.
I agree. After watching them,
I mean
I think we run them off the field.
they've been that way for 3 4 World Cups now. They have one dude and none of the
Yeah,
team really knows how to play with him.
yeah.
And so he'll get the ball and
Argentina, though, man, they
Argentina
look legit.
Argentina is always a machine.
Brazil surprised me today watching them. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, I popped in the week
England,
before I saw that they were wiping up Scotland.
England has kind of sucked.
Oh, did you send to me? Did I send to you the thing about the bars in Boston?
I don't remember who sent it, but I definitely saw it.
I have to, yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh yeah, you sent it to me because it also had the thing about the broadcaster saying, you know, the British not typically good here in Massachusetts.
Yes.
I love like there are two countries that are just taking it in the face this entire World Cup. It's been England and Canada.
Yeah, I watched Canada play today too.
I like I saw that they won a bunch. Are they actually any good?
From what I saw, no.
That's what I mean. There's going to be 32 teams, and teams like Canada are going to be involved.
Yeah,
And like Mexico will be through, and we own Mexico. Um, like someone weird like Cote d'Ivory is going to make it through.
yeah.
Actually, I'll just pull up the standings and take a look. See,
There you go.
Dave almost got on.
He tried.
Oh, here he comes again. Here comes that Davy. It's pretty crazy that only one out of every 4 team in each group doesn't make it to the knockout round.
Yeah.
All right, so hi Dave.
Oh, hi, Jake.
That's something else we
I
can talk
didn't
about.
hit her.
This bullshit.
Uh,
All right,
But I
so
did.
Mexico, South Africa, South Korea. None of those teams are worrisome. Switzerland is pretty decent. Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Did I say that? Herzegovina. They just beat Qatar, so they are down in goal differential to Canada. Switzerland currently leading that group. Group C, Brazil. They're 2-1, but they beat Morocco on goal differential. It looks like. Yep, 3 in goal differential. Scotland is through with 1 win over Haiti. The U.S., Australia, and Paraguay are through with 1 game still pending in Group D. Group E has Germany and the Ivory. Hey, called it. Cote d'Ivory. Ivory Coast through so far. Ecuador and Curacao currently battling for that final spot. A lot could change there. A lot could change in Group E. Taking a look at Group F, the Netherlands, Japan, and Sweden currently looking to go through. Tunisia with no wins and only 1 goal currently in Group F after 2 matches. In Group G, we've got Egypt and Iran. Both of the Iran with 2 draws. Belgium and New Zealand competing for the final spot in Group G. Group H is settled. Spain, Uruguay, and Cabo Verde. Group I, like most of these teams don't even belong.
yeah.
France, Norway are through. Senegal and Iraq are competing for an opportunity to make it. Both of those teams are 0-2. Group J, Argentina, Austria, Algeria, all A's. Jordan is getting fucked up. Is like it's not fair to have Michael Jordan play soccer against 11 guys.
France has not looked as good as like the team to beat. They have not looked like the team to beat.
I mean, they've played Senegal and Iraq.
Right.
Colombia and Portugal are through in Group K. Congo and Uzbekistan still competing for that final spot. Looking like Congo might take that one.
Uzbekistan.
And finally, assholes Uzbekistan. Group L, England, Ghana, Croatia moving on through. Panama is sitting back.
Panama.
Panama has not scored a goal. Let's see, has anyone else gone over? Jordan has 2 goals. Uzbekistan has a goal. Iraq has a goal. Saudi Arabia has a goal. New Zealand has 3 goals. Oh, Belgium has 1 goal.
Jeez.
Tunisia
Baked
has
waffles.
Tunisia has 1 goal. Oh, Ecuador has no goals, and yet somehow have a draw. Turkey has no goals.
Ouch. That's who we play tomorrow.
Yeah,
Turkey's only goal is to make it past Thanksgiving.
they will. Good one, Dave.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, Mexico went.
Got home late.
Mexico basically shut everybody out, both the South countries and Czechia. Czechia?
Chechnya?
Nope, there's no N.
The Czech Republic?
Nope, CZECHIA, Czechia.
Yeah.
See?
That's
Czech
yeah,
Republic.
That's Chechnya.
See, super blurry.
Chechnya.
See, super.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. All right, man.
Hey.
You ready for good ass show?
Woman.
Yes.
Better be. Good, because you're going.
Good, because you're going. Cool. All right, here we are. We're
There you
back
are.
again.
Back again.
It's another edition. It's another episode of my show.
Your show.
It's your show. It's like working with a country version of the Migos. It's Dave.
You're Dave. But I'm Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I'm Dave.
I'm Dave.
I'm late.
I said Dave.
Get used to it.
I'm Dave.
I've got a rant about why I'm late today. But you guys can hear that later. Speaking of later,
What?
fuck Florida, it's Robin.
Well, I am Robin. I don't know what any of that other stuff was.
Yeah, you said a bunch
I
of
was just
words
trying
there,
to
little
rhyme.
kid.
But I'm here to make America Groot again. And so is the other guy. The hoop snake known as Jake.
Nailed it. First try. One take Jake back.
When you
What?
don't touch tips, you're the oops snake known
I'm
as
the oops
Jake.
snake known as Jake.
That's the name of the episode.
But yeah, we got a thing or two to get to today. Mostly, we you may have heard us in the
Today.
pre-show. We were softballing into football, if you will, because I wanted to say ball and ball, so we had two balls in the sentence for Dave.
It's soccer.
2 balls in the sack.
Two balls.
It's soccer.
Yeah, I mean, well, if the U.S. wins, we call it soccer. Said if the U.S.
Yeah.
wins, we call it soccer. Said if the U.S. wins, and if they do, and then if the U.S. wins, you call it soccer. And that's been happening a lot,
Has been.
like as much as possible.
Which
All
is
the
2
times.
times.
Yeah.
Unless they've got a third one I don't know about yet. Because
That's tomorrow at
Tomorrow.
7.
I get my soccer news 2 days later.
When you turn on your phone.
Yeah.
I was the U.S. team playing here against Australia was pretty cool. Like even two blocks away from the stadium, there was like an electricity in the air. Like I would just go outside and kind of soak up the vibe for a little bit.
It was radiating off of hot Australian chicks running around Seattle. I've been seeing videos.
Yeah, there's a couple.
But
Yeah.
So after the match, I was getting off work and they were coming out, and I went into the weed shop to purchase my wares, and up comes this Aussie guy, and so I yell at him, you know, the Aussie boys are on a bender, and he finishes it for me. And so he comes across. I was like, "Hey man, good match." He's like, "Yeah, good match." You know, he's like, "I'm going in there to where you just were because I got to smoke away the pain, mate." It's and so just dealing with people walking around. There was one dude I ended up talking to at the bus stop because I was waiting for the bus that never came, and he was an Iranian dude who lived in Australia, and so he was running around in an Australia jersey. But I talked to him for a little while, and it's funny because I remembered Arsalan Kazemi played basketball for Oregon, and he taught the student section and by proxy the media like a specific chant that Iranians use for like this is like our fucking let's go essentially. And so he's about to get on the bus and I say, "Hey my friend." He's like, "What?" I said, "Parcham balast." And he's like, "What?" Oh my god, yeah, like what? And I was like, "Yeah, like it means plant the flag, right?" He's like, "Yes, it does."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, good." I just wanted to make sure I wasn't saying any dirty words in Iranian in Hindi. But he kind of laughed and like, he's like, "So did you just stop to have a conversation with me?" I was like, "No, but you're here."
Yeah.
And, like it was
Jake did exactly what he hates being done to him.
Well, when I'm in a good mood, it's different.
Different rules.
Different. No. I started the conversation.
Right. But also, the difference is, if he had told me to piss off, I would have immediately pissed off.
That's fair.
Better than pissing on.
Yeah, that's
That'll
what I'm
catch you
saying.
a case.
Or $50 online.
They pay.
They gotta pay. But I was also a little annoyed at a couple of the snobby U.S. fans that I talked to on the way out of the game. Because I was like, I come popping out and I'm standing there. You know, people are walking by and I'm talking to them. These guys, these two dudes come walking by, look like fucking pharmaceutical salesmen. And I'm like, hey man, how loud was the stadium when we scored that second goal? And he's like, it was pretty loud. Not as loud as like a Seahawks touchdown or anything. And I'm like, cool, dick. Like
Right?
you could have just said, man, it was super loud and kept going. And like all I was
Mm.
asking for was confirmation of what I was hoping. Like, be a cool guy and don't be a douche. And then come to find out later, it was the seventh loudest recorded volume in the stadium. So yeah,
Mm.
it was
That's
pretty loud.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that guy
There's
just
only 6 other times it's been louder.
right. And that guy wanted to
And
shit all over me and let me know he's been to Seahawks. Not only did he go to the World Cup, he goes to Seahawks playoff games. Go fuck yourself. I hope you got hit by a bus.
And
I
I
hope
hope
a
Bullet was
Luigi
driving that
Mangione
bus.
found you, pharmaceutical looking dude.
Yeah.
So
That's what that's what we're gonna say to yuppies from now on. I hope you get Mangione or something.
fucking
I'm not even gonna pronounce his name correctly. I'm just gonna call it Mangione-ing.
Yeah.
I hope you get Darby Allen. Just in general, just any of the things. Just pick one.
He just dies all the time.
He just dies. I go, hey, I'm gonna go
That
over
guy's
here.
I'm gonna
ridiculous.
start doing that with movies. I hope you get Wrong Turned. I hope you get Silent Hilled.
You get like increasingly upset. I hope you get midsummered.
Oh.
I hope you get outed. You get your brain scrambled.
I hope you get
Ugh.
Hamleted.
Get Hamleted. Way to make
Yeah.
way to bring it back and get it classy.
I tried to
Hey,
explain Get Out
you know me.
yesterday.
You tried to
It's a
what?
weird one. Explain Get Out, like, and I was kind of going further than I should have. I should have just said, I don't know, some people get hypnotized and weird stuff happens. But
Yeah.
I was going in depth.
You're like, there's a lot of symbology about this movie. How far do you want me to go? It was funny. We were out for my birthday last week, and a couple of the other KJs came out. We were hanging out, and someone asked me a question about Go Ducks, about college football. And before I could answer, Jen's like, "Okay, before he answers, you need to know that college football is his autistic hyperfocus. So buckle up and prepare yourself for an answer.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts." When she put it like that, I didn't feel so bad about it. I was like, oh, well, actually, when you put it that way, it makes a lot more sense. It went from cannons to college football.
I used college football as an analogy for Riv. She's been doing this thing where she every time something gets brought up about being gay, she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Being gay is like your college football. Like you're excited about other people liking your team. Like I see somebody with a duck shirt and I'm like, "Go Ducks." You know,
Right.
like so you probably are just going through the same type of things that most people go through, but you fixated on this one
Mm-hmm.
because it's around. She's like, huh. And she just didn't have much to say. I was like, yeah, I pay attention.
You like chew on that.
She was quiet for a little bit, which is unusual. Dave's been around Riv.
I've been around Riv.
Well, I know, but you've been around her mostly at tailgating, which is like a whole different.
That's fair.
That's the thing.
That's like an expected behavior.
Yeah.
I got to figure out which games I'm going to this year because of my other job.
Mm.
I'm probably
All
not
of
gonna,
them.
Probably not going to make that 9 a.m. game. Just saying.
That one's kind of bullshit. Well, that's an away game.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a home game. I thought it was a Portland
No,
State game. Oh no, that
I
one got
think
moved to
it's
Friday.
Nebraska or something. It's definitely away.
It was Portland State that got moved
Oklahoma
to Friday.
State.
Oh,
It's
that's
Oklahoma State that's the 9 a.m. game.
Yeah, that's why it's 9 a.m. for us.
right. Stupid.
How is that one time zone so big? The East Coast time zone is like giant. And then
because that was the only part of the country for like 100 years.
Pacific time is like Idaho and over.
Yeah, it's like
like
4
this
states.
big.
And
It's
Hawaii,
very specific.
and Hawaii
And
usually is-
Arizona doesn't even participate in the daylight savings time part of it.
sometimes
Like
they
you
have-
go there and they're like, "No, we're not doing that."
like California
Well-
this time New Mexico.
Do you know about Arizona's school year?
No.
Oh, I do.
Like, they're in school right now.
Nerds.
They just started school.
Yeah, so they
Like-
get their summer break when we are in the spring because it's so hot outside and all the schools have air conditioning.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So
they're
it
like,
makes more
why would-
sense to have them in the summer.
Like,
And then-
why have the kids go home during the hottest time of the year so that they can all sit inside? Which most kids want to do that anyway these days.
They may as well sit inside and be in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, go outside when it's only a balmy 85.
They get
Yeah.
their new school clothes though in the second quarter because that's when all the sales are.
But yeah, I remember I was down there in July. We were driving past the school, and there's just like herds of children outside the high school. And I was like, I looked at my sister, who actually, I didn't realize this for a while, actually works for the school district. I just knew she had an office job. And I was like, what's up with all these? Like, do kids just like really like hanging out at school during the summer? She's like, oh no, we just got back from summer break. Or from a break.
Our
I'm like,
spring
what?
break.
She's like, yeah, they go to school during the summer.
What the hell is going on with my shit today?
That would be weird. Like 4th of July weekend and it's just a regular school weekend.
Yeah, you're like, we
Right.
got Friday off.
It would be weird to transfer to Arizona.
Yeah.
Like you're a Pacific Northwest kid or something, and then your family moves to Phoenix, and you're like, yeah, I'm moving to Arizona for the summer,
Welcome to school.
starting school.
But it wouldn't be bad if you moved there in like March,
Mm-hmm.
like end of our spring break.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's summer already. I'm going to
Oh,
just have this break.
no.
Or if you moved from Arizona, like August,
Won't someone think
Or-
it's my
or-
education?
June. If you moved there and if you moved here in June from Arizona, you'd get like a 6-month break from school.
How does that work with like football recruiting and stuff? Like, does that affect when they're eligible? Because their school year ends differently.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why?
Probably.
Maybe that's why a lot of Arizona kids
Mm.
get to enroll early at Oregon because Oregon's on a weird system.
That would
That
make
was
sense.
one thing that I've kind of wanted to dig into is like Arizona high school football schedules.
Well, they still do
Just-
football at the same time. They still do football in the fall. They don't do it over the summer so much.
This is not the first sport you play.
Yeah. Well, no, it is because they just and then they'll do baseball during the break.
And then whatever's left over plays basketball.
Yeah.
Well, they could play. They should play basketball in the summertime. You
That
got
would
to be
make more
indoors for that
sense.
anyway.
Yeah. That would make basketball recruiting really weird
Yeah, right.
because you could play your high school season and then go straight into college into the start of their because they start practicing around the time school starts for elementary to high school.
That would be weird.
Yeah. But anyway, all those kids are playing AAU ball in the summer
Yeah,
already. So
Yeah.
they're playing ball.
playing ball, man. AAU has gotten there's a bunch of these weird little like semi-pro, pro-am, like get your high school kid here to get seen tournament
Yeah.
things. And some of them are so bad. There's like one that's meant purely for highlights and clips. And so you'll see kids that are like literally on the phone while playing basketball, like trying to make clips while like dunking the ball while on the phone.
That's weird.
Yeah,
It's like 7-on-7.
yeah.
It's turned into it's turned into a circus showcase
Yeah.
707
instead of like a skills camp kind of thing.
right, yeah, 707 used to be all right, you run your best route and I'm going to try to defend it man up and we'll see what happens. Now it's like
Mhm.
11 step releases and
It's
quarter,
backyard football.
yeah, coach or quarterback throwing with no pressure.
The only one of those, well, there's two things that actually get scouts to pay attention. It's the Nike Elite 11 and then the Peyton Manning Passing Academy.
Right.
Those are the two things that get recruits and get scouts going, okay, we got to pay attention to this.
I love there are Huskies on Twitter trying to be like, oh, why isn't more at the Manning Passing Academy? And we're like, because he's in Japan.
They're idiots.
Because he's on a once in a lifetime goodwill mission with his team to Japan.
Did either of you see the Dante Moore video that Oregon made?
No, I must have missed it.
The more touchdowns,
Yes.
more sellies. I did see
I
that one.
sent it to the regular group text. It's in there. It's pretty funny.
You know why Dante Moore's not at the Manning Passing Academy? Because he's on the cover of NCAA 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
next
July 9th.
weekend. Like-
July 9th is you get the early 10 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Well, it's like $5.
I'm still not paying for it.
Yeah, if you got EA Play, which is like $4.99, you would get the 10-hour preview.
For it to be worth it for me, like I just play the same 3 games. I play NCAA in the summer and during football. Then I play Call of Duty and I play Arc Raiders now. That one's got in the rotation.
I just put down NCAA like a couple weeks ago. This year didn't feel as good as the first one, but I'm hoping like it looks like the next one's going to be really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the new one.
I think I've said this before, but everything I'm seeing, I really want to get. I never care about getting Madden. I have never, not once, given a shit about getting Madden. But I think this year I'm going to get both of them.
Well, if you get EA Play for $5,
yeah,
you can.
Well, I think I already do have it.
Yeah, if you have Game Pass, you have it. Then you just have them.
Yeah,
you can just play them.
Yeah, and I won't have to wait. But because the way that they're setting up and then like even free agency in Madden, they've made it more like your negotiations, I guess, are a little bit more realistic. They've made holdout contracts and stuff like that. So like if you're not gonna pay, like if you got a running back that runs for 1,200 yards or something, and he's just like, "Hey, so I want a contract extension," and you're like, "No," and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna hold out then." Like there's holdouts. I was watching one guy. He was talking about how he wanted to see how long this holdout thing could go, and he said he played 3 weeks into his season without his starting running back, and then he's like, "So then I put him on the trading block." And I was like real life.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, well, if you don't want to play here, you don't have to.
Speaking of not playing football, have you guys heard the latest news with Brandon Sorsby? Is it Brendan or Brandon? Brendan.
As a matter of fact, I have, and I believe. Oh no, I didn't. I read what the NFL sent to him. Did you guys read that note?
I didn't read the note, but I know what was said.
Do you have it handy, Robin?
No, but I
I'll-
could probably find it.
I'll find it too.
Okay.
Brendan. They cooked him.
They
Yeah.
did.
Let's see.
They're basically just not holding the supplemental draft because of him.
All right, I found it. Your petition, filed 3 days before the deadline, without any supporting information or documentation, and only after abandoning your recent litigation efforts to avoid NCAA sanctions, does not provide a basis for the league to alter those plans. The issues presented by your petition are too significant and too closely tied to the league's core integrity interests to permit meaningful review within the timeline presented.
Translation:
Get bent.
fuck you.
They also said he can apply for the 2027 draft.
That'll be one of those situations where the league is like, hey, you guys know how Brendan Sorsby's in the draft? Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm. Say it with me now. Mm-mm.
I just picture it like Roger Goodell. They're all sitting at a dinner table. Goodell's wearing a white suit, and it's the Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one because somebody's gonna want him.
Yeah. The problem is he
He-
has to be good if you bring him in.
Right.
He has to start because you can't have that much drama about a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So he has to immediately come in and start. And then he has to be good. Like that is a fine needle to thread.
I did hear a take that said that he should just get picked up, like a UFL team or a CFL team should pick him up,
And just tear ass.
just for
Yeah.
the clout, just for the headlines.
Yeah, flutie it. Play 5 years in the Canada League, throw for 1,000,000 yards, and then be like, hey, I didn't gamble for 5 years.
Yeah. There you go.
I made $38, guys,
Yeah,
for 5 years.
Canadian.
Can I please?
$38.
And you do
Oh,
not want to know how
man.
expensive maple syrup is up here.
You should become a spokesman for DraftKings.
DraftKings is starting to get abandoned. Have you heard about their latest bullshit? So there was a bet that a bunch of like big time bettors jumped on, and they jumped on late, and a bunch of people saw the move and followed it, and DraftKings got pissed that they had to pay out all this money on this bet, and so they're like, okay, from now on, we're only going to pay the total equal to the largest amount of the bet won. So, like, if the largest bet would have won $100,000, then they're going to split the pot of $100,000 between everybody who won.
What?
Yeah. And so people are like, the fuck you are.
Yeah.
But they immediately changed their rules and conditions. So they're like, oh, nope, we covered that loophole. They're like, if we can trace that there was, I mean, essentially inside trading, that everybody took this bet, like we're gonna cap it, and we decide.
The thing is it's still a bet. It's still a gamble.
Oh, I agree.
Huh.
So they're in some hot water right now.
Well, there's plenty of other big gambling sites, so I'm not too worried about it.
We're definitely saturated, and now the whole Kalshi thing is starting to make a push.
Yeah. Well, DraftKings, that's one of their new things is they've got futures bets, like kind of the same way Kalshi does, and that's how they're able to be in, I think, Oregon for one, because Oregon was like, we have our own gambling, blah blah blah, and we don't want it. Well, this isn't gambling technically.
Right. It's trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen it. It's one of those things that like it definitely feels like a sucker's bet.
Right? Most of the time I think it is. Unless it's like insider trading.
Yeah, because like I remember remember I saw one that was like, "Will Donald Trump say China in his speech tonight?" And it was like
Hmm.
64% yes. And I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah, like so. Then you're sitting there watching the speech, hoping he says China. Yeah, I don't know.
I hope he says China just because of how he says it.
Fair. China.
China.
Get all up in that juicy China. What's Marfar?
So I watched one of the most bizarre movies. I watched two movies recently. The first one I'll talk about is called Buffet Infinity.
Hmm.
And it was by far one of the strangest movies I've watched in quite some time. Let's see if I can even explain the premise of it. So it's played out through a string of commercials and newscasts and things like that. So it's like it's an hour and 40 minutes of someone like changing the channel from commercial to commercial, if you can imagine that. And
Yeah.
there are three or four main commercials that play that like the story progresses through through these commercials, and then the news will report, oh, this is actually happening right now in this area, and all the while like the screen starts to distort, and like it looks like the tracking is bad, stuff like that, while this cosmic horror starts to take shape within the film that you're watching. Is like, oh, it can see you, it's feeding on you, it's currently feeding on you, so on and so forth. And it's like one is missing now, and then it goes, and then there's a person who's missing in the city who's important to the story, and that starts this whole different spiel.
Hmm.
One thing that it is funny at the very beginning, this doesn't ruin anything. The lady's like, "Hi, I'm Jill from Jill Sandwiches, and I make only like my family's special concoction, like proprietary sandwich sauce." And then Buffet Infinity's like, "We have a sandwich sauce that is way better than any sandwich sauce in the area, even if they say it's homemade." And then she'll come back on her next commercial is like, imitators and fakers of the sauce are not allowed to slander the family Italian. Like, so the commercials continue like kind of picking at one another while the story progresses, and they're like, park around front, because there's a giant sinkhole in the back, and every time the commercial changes, like you see the mini mall and it says sinkhole, and then the next time it says not a sinkhole anymore, and then the next time it says walking area. So it's
Huh.
it was definitely bizarre, and like I may watch it again just to see like all the different Easter eggs and things that happen through the course of the show.
Yeah.
But like it was a little long too. Hour and 40 minutes is a little bit long for a medium like that, but it's hard to see what they would have cut out because all the bits were important to the story the way they did it. But
Yeah.
for like independent film, Canadian independent film, like I really liked it.
Okay.
And if you feel like wasting an hour and a half, download it. I stole it. Um, yeah, find it, watch it. It was definitely an experience.
Huh. All right.
And then I watched Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh yeah, that looked like it would be okay.
Yeah, it was really good actually. Sam Rockwell is a time traveler who comes back to
That's
try
right.
to save the world with a combination of 9 people from this diner here tonight, and he's traveled back in time like 117 times to try over and over and over to different timelines to try to stop this super AI that is going to ruin humanity.
Hmm.
With Terminator.
Kind of, but the super AI is being built by a 9-year-old.
Oh.
Kill the child.
So there's but that was really good. I like that movie a lot. I don't want to spoil too much of that because that is one that I is a I like it. You should see it. Um, Burger Infinity. Buffet Infinity is a tentative recommendation. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody because it's definitely.
I'll try to watch it.
Oh yeah, you'll halfway through you'll be like, what the fuck is this?
There's a lot of that.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
really.
another him, I'm gonna be pissed.
That movie, Jesus.
No, that movie I knew was gonna suck, and so I
Yeah.
watched it knowing it was gonna suck, and I wasn't disappointed.
I was super disappointed because I thought it was gonna be a good premise, and it's
Yeah,
not.
I don't think I was disappointed. I think I was just like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then watched Begonia right after that.
Begonia was cool. That's another like we were Jen and I were talking about how like new ideas are the movies that we're really finding that we like. Like movies like Begonia, Project Hail Mary, and for me, Burger Infinity. The other one was Sam Rockwell I mentioned. Like these are not cookie cutters or remakes or shit like that. Like they're new, unique ideas, or at least new turns on an idea.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see that there's actually some films being made again.
I need to go to the movie theater because there's multiple movies I want to watch.
What do you want to see?
Well, I still haven't watched the He-Man movie, which, like, when I was a kid, He-Man was the fucking shit.
He-Man was your
That was
shit.
that was my jam. And then Supergirl movie came out, and then Jackass comes out this weekend.
Oh yeah, the new Jackass movie.
Like, have you ever watched a Jackass thing and not laughed the whole time?
Never. There
Like
are times.
it's laughed so hard your stomach hurts almost every time.
I will say I wear out laughing a lot of times when I'm watching Jackass. Like sometimes there's a lull in the middle of the movie where you've already laughed your ass off for like an hour. There's like 10 minutes where you just don't laugh. And then something happens and you're right back to to insanity.
Jackass is one of those things, and it's crazy because it's not like a normal movie. It's just a series of clips.
Right.
It's just YouTube.
Yeah.
I need a drink. Hold on a second.
I wish you would.
Or don't hold on. Do whatever you want.
We all need a drink. Well, I thought Dave's dad was behind him because of that tablecloth. I was like, what's Dave's dad doing on the floor? Oh.
What's the dad doing?
Or maybe that I can't tell if that's a bed there or what's going on, but
Or they're really ready for Christmas.
maybe it's a giant package.
I'll show you a giant package.
No, you won't. Dave, what is that behind you? That giant package looking thing?
Giant package looking thing.
It looks like a Christmas, like a present wrapped.
The plaid thing.
That's a 50-year-old bed sheet.
Oh, okay. At first, I thought it was your dad when you got up. I was like, why is Dave's dad on the floor? Because it looks like a shirt he would wear. And
Because I
then
took
was
care of them.
You're a 50-year-old bed sheet.
Because they were supposed to retire 2 years ago, so the house could be mine.
Dude, Shams
They're getting there.
Charania needs to chill. I open up my phone. I've got 7 notifications from him. The Rockets are trading number 56 for cash. Fucking who cares? I've 9.
There were lots of trades. I watched the second round of the draft today. I missed yesterday's, but I saw the highlights, which is just who got picked.
Everybody went as expected.
Portland didn't have a pick.
Yeah, I noticed that, so I just didn't care.
So I was very disinterested in most of it. But the Spurs had like 5 picks, it seemed like.
Of course they did.
I think the kid that got drafted from the Knicks already knew he was traded. As he's walking to the stage, he's like, I got traded.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know if he put on the hat. I know I wouldn't.
Well,
Right.
I was listening to somebody talk about that. They say it's incredibly dumb that in the NFL, when you trade a pick, they immediately trade the pick, and it becomes the Vikings pick. You don't grab the Jaguars hat and put it on and walk out there and shake hands in front of the Jaguars word mark. Like you grab a Vikings hat and you walk out there in front of the Vikings word mark and you hold up a Vikings jersey. But because of the way that the NBA contracts are structured, none of them can be made official until after the draft. So they have
Yeah.
to go through this bullshit of grabbing a fucking Hornets hat when they're going to go play for the fucking Bucks.
I
Well,
thought you
who
were
did
gonna go
Kobe get
Lakers.
drafted by?
The Hornets
By the Hornets.
And then he went to the Lakers.
for Anthony Peeler.
That worked out.
Yep.
Idiot.
Can you imagine Kobe playing for the Hornets for like 12 years?
Yeah.
Just frustrated as all hell. Here's
Yeah, that would have been
Bismack
interesting.
Biyombo. Congratulations, you're a Bobcat.
Guess what? Michael Jordan owns you now.
Can you imagine that dynamic?
Right. Well, Jordan was still in the league. He was playing for the Wizards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because there's
Oh.
that story of Kobe playing against Jordan, and Kobe was wearing Jordans.
You can
and
wear
Kobe
the shoes,
said,
but you can't fill them.
right. And then he was quiet for 2 weeks until they played him again, and then he put up 55.
And they're
Jordan's knees went out.
the funniest part of that story is they're like, "Hey man," like other teammates are talking like, "Hey, what's going on with Kobe?" And they tell him they're like, "Well, Jordan told him such and such," and they're like, "Oh man, It's just- oh no."
Oh, I will say I do love those stories, like the one Kevin Garnett likes to tell about when he was a rookie, and he was just trash talking Jordan,
Yeah,
Mm.
and his teammates, Kevin Garnett's teammates, were like, "Hey, like, chill, man, chill." And Michael Jordan was just kind of like quiet, and then just
smile.
destroyed them.
Right.
And Kevin Garnett said he goes back to the bench. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Sorry. They're like, you're not the one got to guard him, bitch.
Yeah, like, yo, shut the fuck up.
My other favorite story like that was the Olympic team with Larry Bird, and the guy who's guarding him, he they're winning, and he's like, "Hey Larry, you haven't hit a shot since 1984," and he's like, "Okay." And so the next night or the next practice, they come out and they're scrimmaging, and Larry goes like they're playing to 11, and Larry scores like 10 of the points, and he's calling his moves before. He's like, "All right, step back, left, fade over right shoulder, bank shot." Just all of these moves as he's doing them. And he looks at the kid and he's like, "Hey, young fella, look just like '84, huh?"
Oh man.
The other funny one is Gary Payton telling another. I can't remember which point guard he was talking to, but he's like, "All right, we're playing the Jazz tonight. Now, you show Mr. Stockton some respect." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "No, you show some respect to Mr. Stockton, or he will bust your ass."
And then Peyton did his normal thing,
Right.
said some shit, and Stockton fucking chucked the ball right at his face.
Just
There's a lot of those stories. They're all pretty good.
man, basketball used to be like
Old
crazy.
school basketball whites were different.
Right?
Yeah, built different.
You know what I'm saying? You're like your John Stocktons, your Bill Lambiers,
Well, because a lot of them were
Larry Bird.
they were kids that grew up in tough neighborhoods, and so they grew
Yeah.
up having to be tough, and so they played ball because that's what everyone around them did.
Yeah.
And then they turned
I
out to
think-
be a tall white guy.
The there's the kid that was a point guard for Purdue that'll be a rookie this year. He got traded to the Pacers. He's one of those guys that kind of reminds me of that attitude.
Yeah.
Like he's got a beard, like a white kid with a beard. You don't see that too often
better look
in the
out.
NBA.
Is it all lined out or is it a white kid beard?
No, it's like mine.
Like Grizzly Adams.
All right.
Yeah,
He's got the James Harden beard.
not quite. It's still short, but it's like blonde hair.
Do you
Not blonde, but like brown.
Do you remember Scott Pollard's crazy ass?
I remember the name.
Yeah.
He always had like the ponytail coming out of the top of his head. He played for the Kings, number 31. And he like I just remember my dad and I hated Scott Pollard so much because of his hair. He's
I
like
think he
so
played at Kansas.
that makes
I
sense.
gotta look him up.
Can you guys name
Scott
the three branches
Pollard.
of government? Judicial, legislative, and executive.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Those are the three branches.
Yeah, like that. Thank you for
Oh.
a very easy question, Bailey.
Was he on Survivor or something?
Whom?
Scott Pollard.
He may have been.
Survivor?
I'm gonna try to get on Survivor.
I heard that.
Jen's
Yeah,
teaching-
he was on.
Jen's
He was
teaching me
on.
how to
He was
swim.
on Survivor, but he looked like just a normal dude, so that's why it didn't click with me.
What season was he?
He was on season 32.
No shit. Hey babe,
What?
what season of Survivor are we watching?
I don't remember. Like 42?
If it's 32, it'll feature an NBA player that I used to revile.
I mean, he looks like he sucks.
We'll figure it out. Oh, he did suck. He was
He looked like a bitch.
he was that classic dude who was like, "I'm tough. I got 4 rebounds and then 6 fouls."
I mean, but yeah, I mean, he's rocking that chin strap like nobody's
Oh
business.
my god. Why does his face look
Oh.
like he's a fucking kabuki guy?
He looks like he was drawn with a knife.
You know who I miss is Birdman.
Yeah, he was something else.
Oh yeah, he liked to do it up with his facial hairs.
Oh my goodness. The chops.
Mhm.
Wow.
Look up Scott Pollard Kings.
He's got the nobody has sex with my sister but me facial hair.
Like this top ponytail is peak bad.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's yep. The Kings photos really
Oh, yep.
brought back some memories.
There we go. He looks like one of the Cullens.
Mhm.
Oh,
He looks like he played basketball just so he can try to fight black dudes.
He looks like he got a presidential pardon for June or July 6th or January 6th.
July 6th.
You may need a presidential pardon for July 6th. Whoa.
This is his Sons of Anarchy look.
Yeah.
In his Sons of Anarchy era.
This is before he slipped out the back door at Waco look.
This is his Trevor from GTA 5 look.
It's a good one.
Fucking Orange County Chopper's ass looking motherfucker.
Did you see how much the
God.
Ultimate Edition of GTA 6 is?
No, is it like $800?
It's just one.
Oh.
This is his "Come my baby, come my baby, you're my butterfly, sugar."
Why does he look like the lead singer of Sugar Ray?
He just wants to fly.
Fly.
Wow, man, that we need more guys like that in the NBA. More just
He looks like he
Yo.
wanted to make Flavor Town. He just didn't know how to cook.
he messed up and copywrote Flavorville.
Yeah.
He's the mayor of Flavorville.
That's the name of this episode.
Oh god. Hey, Dave and I went to a fucking thing this weekend.
You went to a fucking thing this weekend.
Fucking
Yeah.
a fucking thing.
and
What's
it
the
was
fuck?
kind of gay.
What was the fucking thing
Yeah,
you
it
went
was.
to?
We went to the what was it called? The
The-
Sasquatch Festival in
Yeah,
Glide.
Glide Sasquatch Festival.
Were there any Sam Squanches?
They were not.
Not a single. Well, I mean, there's
I
some
mean,
big
there
old
was some
women.
chick that looked like, yeah.
I thought I was in San Antonio for a second.
First thing we see as we're walking in, I'm like, God damn.
Big old women at the Sasquatch thing.
Oh, but they had corn dogs, so that was cool.
Our
Oh,
dogs were good. Some good lemonade.
Sticker. Here's the sticker
Hot
from the
chick
corn dog
singing
place.
music on the stage.
Says something about looking for corn dogs in all the wrong places or something.
that reminds me of buying weed today. Finish
There
your
was a
story.
hot chick singing.
Finish talking about the Sam Squanch Festival.
Yeah, it was like Scrub Fest with less coolness.
Sasquatch theme. Yeah.
Yeah, Sasquatch themed Scrub Fest
Lame.
Mhm.
with a stage with a hot
And
chick.
also in a terrible time of the year because when I left the house that morning, it was 54 degrees. So I had pants on.
Oof.
Like
Classic Dave's
jeans.
mistake.
Yeah. And then got out there to the sun
Dave in his
in
Welcome
my
Tarnation outfit.
black polo shirt,
Like
and
85,
jeans. Yeah.
Dave, you're just out here looking like an undercover cop.
right?
Well, I've also just
36 Jump
accepted
Street.
that I just look like it. I've been to plenty of jobs. I've had plenty of jobs where people were like, "Hey, you used to be a cop?"
Are you a
I was
plant?
Is this undercover boss?
like what? No, what?
Why would you think
But-
I
that?
love to crime.
Hello, fellow criminal.
I love to crime. Might be the name of the episode.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. So I'm buying weed today, and I'm walking out of the store, minding my own business, and there's a pop-up tent, and this lady's like, "Hey, you want to buy some cupcakes and lemonade?" I'm like, "Not in the KFC parking lot, no." Like, why are you set up here, of all places? Because like the weed shop shares a parking lot with the KFC, and I usually park on the street, so I don't have to go into this bullshit ass parking lot. And they're just like occupying a stall in the parking lot with a pop up tent selling lemonade and cupcakes.
Maybe
Do they have a
thought that
sign?
stoners would be hungry.
I mean, they have a sign, but I mean, they don't really
I
have
never
a
even
sign.
signed you.
The sign was written on poster board with 3 different color Sharpies.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know.
Probably for a kid's field trip.
If they had said it was for a kid's field trip, I would have bought a goddamn cupcake. Probably wouldn't have
But
eaten
it was
The
it.
just
marketing
a
is
chick.
shit.
What?
I said their marketing is shit.
Exactly. They need to get some new jackets that raise awareness for about the Holocaust. That was a Nathan for You episode that had been removed from HBO Max.
Yeah.
He did a whole thing where he made a special clothing line where all the money from the clothes went to raise awareness about the Holocaust and go to like Holocaust survivors. But in the marketing, he used specifically pictures of the Holocaust and like all sorts of Nazi paraphernalia. And he's like, "Why is this offensive? I'm Jewish." He's like, I'm raising awareness about this, and then HBO made him take it down, and then he started a fight with HBO. He's like, "You have 11 entries on HBO Max when I search for Hitler, and you have 0 entries when I search for Jewish. So you tell me what's going on." That was, like, I think that was the second season of the rehearsal where he kind of goes off on his own tangent, and like he goes to war with HBO at one point.
I think it was Paramount that he was at war with.
That's right. He's like, "Hey, why did you remove this episode? There's nothing offensive in it."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is."
I want to rewatch that.
I've come to appreciate his sense of humor.
Yeah,
He's really funny.
he's
I think we
pretty
should
funny.
start organizations that bring awareness to things that people are very much aware of.
Like breast
Like,
cancer.
Yeah.
that'd
You know
be
how
a
much
good
money
one.
they get?
Yeah, that's kind of why I was saying that.
Well, when you said raising money for Holocaust awareness, I was like, who doesn't know?
Plenty.
But then I
Too many.
realized, wait, no, there's a lot of just retarded people in
Yeah,
this
too
country.
many people don't know. That's part
Yeah.
of the problem.
Which blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Blows my mind too.
Why do schools suck so much?
Like Jen and I have formulated a summer school program for the children, and I am entering my English teacher phase where
There's maybe a shit out there.
I'm going to be editing and teaching how to write essays because the schools are goddamn terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Riv was talking about she needed to write a story and she was like, I can't figure out where to start. And I go, you do the who, where, what, when, and why. And she's like, the
The
what?
what? Exactly.
Yeah. And
You're
I
like, you
went
got
over
one of
that. I'm
them.
like, they didn't teach you that? That's like the first thing you learn.
Jen sent me something today. I'll send it to you. Like, essentially in middle school, they're telling them not to teach them sentence structure anymore because they're not going to be graded on it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And so, yeah, that's part of what
Are
we're doing.
kids even required to read books anymore?
No. We had in our school, I don't know what Rib school is like, but they're like, "Oh yeah, we've discovered that homework is not actually effective, blah 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 blah." And they cited a couple studies. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. I get it." But then it's really difficult for me as a parent to be able to like track my child's like progress
Right.
because at the end of the semester you go, "Oh, he was approaching expectations. He gets a 2, pass. He was here most of the time, so he passes." But like didn't learn fucking anything.
That's a tough one because, like, I don't agree with homework, but seeing it from that side of it, I don't think it's really ever been looked at from, oh, yeah, parents are supposed to help. The problem is a lot of, and not just like a lot, like probably 80% of the parents are uninvolved
And I
in
know
their
that
kids' education.
I know that that's part of the problem is that I want to be involved in my kids' education and I want them to have a good education, a good foundation and building blocks so they can grow into successful people. And I know I'm in the minority.
Which is crazy.
Right. Like most people, I get after watching the school system for the past several years, I'm of the opinion that most people send kids to school for daycare.
Yeah, a good portion.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
That's why you get kids being sick so much at school because they're like, well, too bad, go to school.
yeah, I can't afford for you to stay home,
Yeah.
which is a whole other problem in and of itself.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like I've gotten to the point where they've kind of beaten me down. Like I used to come to parent teacher conferences with a notebook and a page full of questions. And after because I'm interested. I have questions about like how we're learning things. Like what is this that we're doing? Like how can I help? Like all sorts of questions. And I got to the point where I'm like, there's no point in me asking anymore because you're not really interested in providing an answer because
Yeah.
this is really just pack them up and ship them out so we can get them in the military.
I don't think I don't now, and I probably never will be able to afford to get the education that I'd want if I had kids. Because I'd
Yeah.
want to either send them to, I'd either want to be able to homeschool them or
No, you don't.
send them to a private school. Well, I'm not going to homeschool my theoretical wife or these theoretical children.
You're in this hypothetical situation. You've found a woman who wanted to become an elementary school teacher but never could get through school, and now her passion is educating her own children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wants a Mormon.
she's also crazy.
Well, yeah.
Crazy
Well-
hot.
Yeah,
No,
we
it doesn't even matter because I found out vasectomies are free with my health insurance. So
swip swap,
later,
swip, swap.
boys.
You can always get that reversed. You can swip swap.
It's the same thing I said.
Can't
Like,
knock them
snip,
up.
snap,
if they're,
snip, snap.
Can't knock them up if they're lady boys.
That's also true.
No one ever got pregnant from a facial. Well, you know, these people,
Hey, you people.
they could have been anywhere in the world, but they're here with us. We appreciate that. Welcome back to Wednesdays, and we'll be here for a while. This is the
We'll
place.
be giving out free facials.
Hey! But for this episode, this edition of my show, good night, universe.
Ducks.
Good ducks.
Oh, once I get a vasectomy, I'm gonna market it as facials without the seed.
Dave's hot chicken.